Hi friends, happy Friday. Gratitude challenge day 19, I think. I have trouble keeping track of days. I don't know. Today was a long day. Happy Friday, and yay! It's the weekend, and congratulations for making it through another week. I know it's supposed to be a joyous day. It was a really long day. It was a really hard day today. Um, but alas, gratitude challenge. There's always things to be grateful for, even when there are other things happening. Um, okay, so I'm very grateful for the amazing spinal stretch that the giant bouncy ball at the gym gave me. Kim said to make sure that I include that on my gratitude challenge because it did feel amazing after our workout to stretch out on that ball and get a nice spine flex stretch. It was heavenly. So I am grateful for that. It was very nice. As always, I'm grateful for the ability to be able-bodied and to be able to go and exercise and do those sorts of things, and for my gym buddies who join me. I'm also very grateful for frequencies I've been listening to. Like as I sleep, I listen to different frequencies, different sound frequencies, and they seem to help me sleep better. They seem to help me heal faster, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's like kind of placebo effect, right? But in any case, whether they do or they do not help, I still like them, and so I'm grateful for YouTube channels that include frequencies. I'm really sad today. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I don't like getting emotional in front of people. But well, then again, you all see me cry when I write and stuff. Anyway, I'm really sad today. Things happened at work that really upset me, which, happens sometimes, but this is really, really close to home for me, and it's going to take me a long time to get over, to process. I don't know what to grieve, I guess. But in any case, with that, I'm grateful for that feeling even, because there was a time in my life, a very long time in my life, probably most of my life, and if you've read the book or you're going to read the book, you'll experience this as well, is that I had no feeling for a long time about anything. It's kind of like, okay, whatever. Like I was not emotionally connected to people. I was not emotionally connected to my work. I was not emotionally connected to anything, really. I think the saddest I would allow myself to feel was like if I spilled my beer. That was upsetting. you know, I would keep things locked in or hidden away, or pretend like they don't exist, or pretend like oh, I don't feel those kinds of emotions, or I don't feel those things, and even though we all know that we do. So I'm not grateful for what happened. I mean, I guess in the long run, looking back later in a year from now, I'll be like, oh, that was a really good thing that happened. I know that, God, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, I know that there's a plan, and I know that it's all good, and everyone involved is being pushed in the direction that they need to go, and like where we're meant to be and what we're meant to do. So I know that in the end it's going to be a good thing. I have absolute faith in that. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also really sad. And and at the same time, I'm really grateful for that feeling of sadness, because it means I'm connected to something, to someone, it means I have connection and I have emotion, and that I'm allowing myself to feel emotion. The fact that I teared up at work today, if you know me, you know that I don't usually do this. This is a recent development. And surely definitely not at work. Like, I'm pretty sure most of the people at work think that I don't even have a soul. Just because I tend to be very, very robotic. And that's just because it's safer that way. um, you know, vulnerability is not always rewarded. Let me say that. I've tried to be vulnerable, and doesn't always work, and so I tend to go into safety mode, and that's what most people see. So it's actually really nice for me to be feeling, and to be okay feeling, and not that I'm gonna go like, crying to everyone. I still don't want to do that. But I'm okay saying like I'm sad. Mm-hmm. I'm sad. I'm upset. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm very emotional today, and I'm comfortable saying that, and I'm comfortable feeling that. So I'm gonna allow that to do its thing and process. And try to figure out, what the path is, But for now, I just, I'm definitely grateful for. Obviously, that's a lot of like personal growth for me, right? So that's what I'm grateful for, is the growth in that, which I've been grateful for before, growth and change, and this kind of personal and spiritual journey. It's amazing to see the world differently. It's so interesting. I'm not going to go on another like 15-minute rant like I did before, but it's just to step back, to step outside of yourself, and just to see these things occurring, which is kind of the message of The Untethered Soul. If you haven't read it, it's a really, really fantastic book. But like to be able to do that and then see like, wow, that's really interesting, to experience seeing the world differently, even, I don't know, things and people that I used to think were just the most beautiful and the most wonderful, and then it's like, oh, that's weird. I just don't look at them the same way. Things, people, experiences, like situations, and it's just really weird. It's not even a conscious thing. It's just kind of this thing that happens, and you're like, oh, like, okay, like being upset, being emotional, I don't experience that the same way as I used to, and it's just really interesting and cool. So I'm grateful for that also. I mean, that's kind of a fourth thing, but I think it kind of goes with the being grateful for feeling sad and being comfortable feeling sad. I think it's easier for me to be sad because other people are involved. It's not, if it were just a me thing, then it wouldn't be the same kind of reaction. But I think that's the next step for me, is to care about myself enough for that as well. I think that's where I'm headed. So anyway, happy Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm sorry this was kind of like a emotional post or whatever, but I want to be raw, and I want to be honest, and I want to be open, and I want to say like, shit, man, sometimes it's hard. I had to like really think and evaluate, and like really, I had to dig deep to find my gratitude this evening. And you know what? There are some days where that's going to be the case. Some days I wake up and I jump out of bed and I'm like, I'm so grateful for all of these amazing things, and some days it's a little bit harder, and you got to dig a little deeper. And I think it's important that that's acknowledged and seen and felt and experienced, and that I share that with you too. It's it's not always easy, and it's not always peaches and light bulbs, right? Or whatever, pieces, rainbows and butterflies, I don't know. But even when it's not all rainbows and such, there's absolutely so many things to still be grateful for, and I am grateful for so much more than those three things. As you all know, my friends and the people that I have in my life, my support systems, my learnings, my growth, my routine, my foundation, my balance, my breath, my body, my mind, all of my senses. I mean, I'm very grateful for all of those things, and to just be here and to exist, and to get to use my existence to try to help others. So, yeah, happy Friday, and see you tomorrow. 2 more days. That's it.